up guys, I'm Veggie. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any more delicious food. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be making a sandwich that is breadless. So instead of slices of bread, we're going to be using fried plantains. And it is going to be so good. And I'm always saying that my recipes are really good. That's because I wouldn't share a recipe that's not good with you. So if you're watching, you know it's delicious. Okay, so basically these sandwiches are called jibaritos, and this is a Puerto Rican sandwich, and they originated out here, not on the island, but I mean, either way, they are delicious. So it's usually done with the fried plantains instead of bread, and pulled pork or steak. So we're using pulled jackfruit, so pulled pork jackfruit instead, and it's going to be marinated the same way that you would marinate the real thing, so it's going to be off the chain. Okay, also in today's video, today's Wednesday, so I do the spotlights of the week, and today's spotlight of the week goes to Nerds and Nutrition. I'm going to go ahead and post a link to her channel down below. She also has a vegan channel, so go ahead and check her out once you figure out how to make these delicious jibaritos. Oh, and another thing is, if you're wondering what jibarito is a Spanish word for like a country folk or a country person who lives out in the country and like does all their own crops and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so for our pulled pork jackfruit marinade, we're going to be using pepper, onion, 2 garlic cloves, and a handful of cilantro. And then we're also going to be adding our special seasoning and about a tablespoon of water. And the reason why this looks this color is because the sazon packet I added in there is orange. So you're going to go ahead and blend this until it becomes liquidy.
Yummy.
Alright, so I went ahead and added a little extra water because you want it to be like liquidy like that. So maybe, I don't know, because I usually eyeball the amount of water I use in my sofrito mix, and this is like a Spanish Puerto Rican sofrito mix with like the adobo and all that stuff in there. But anyways, I kind of eyeballed it, but I would say maybe like a fourth of a cup of water. You can just add water as you go until it gets like nice and runny like this. And you're gonna go ahead and add your sofrito marinade into your into the bowl that you put your jackfruit into. Alright, and you just mix it around until all of the marinade is nice and incorporated. Alright guys, so once you add your marinade in there and you mix it all up, this is what it should look like. It should be nice and red because the sazon should make it nice and orangey. So you're gonna cover this up. I'm just gonna put a plate over this, put it set on the counter for half an hour to let it marinate. Alright, so now that our jackfruit has been marinating for 30 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and cook it up.
Now you're going to add your marinated jackfruit into a lightly oiled pan on medium-high heat. Make sure you get all the marinade in there. Then you're going to cover and cook for 20 minutes. Once that's cooked, you're going to use a masher and mash everything until it resembles pulled pork.
Okay, so for this recipe, you're going to be needing plantains. These are green plantains, and not to be confused with bananas or green bananas. These are plantains right here. These are plantains, these are bananas. So you want green plantains. The more green the better. They start turning yellow, and that means that they're starting to ripen. A yellow plantain will give you a sweet like little fried thing. So this is not what you want for this recipe, but you can make those and they're super yummy too. So when you're looking for your plantains, you want like nice chunky ones. So I sent Chris out to get these and he did a really good job. So these are like really, like you want the chunkier the plantain the better, because it'll give you a bigger kind of like bread slice. And these are a little tricky to open if you've never opened them before. So the first thing you're gonna do is cut off both ends. You might want to do this on a cutting board so you won't chop your hand off. But anyways, you're gonna cut a line straight down the center. And I like to do it on the side that swoops in. Then what you want to do, I need to get a close-up camera, but then what you're going to do is you're not slicing all the way through your plantain. You're just cutting like only through the skin. And then you're gonna take the edge of your knife, just the very edge of your knife, and then you're gonna like pull the skin, kind of like pry the skin off. And then you're gonna just put your finger in there and kind of like dig it in there and pull up the skin. This can be tricky if you've never done it before. And here we have a naked plantain.
Now you're going to cut your plantains in half, then half again long ways, and you're going to need enough oil to cover most of the plantains. Then you're going to add your plantain pieces into your pan on medium-high heat for about 3 minutes or until they become yellow and a bit soft but not brown. And next, you're going to go ahead and flatten your plantains using a plate with light pressure, being careful not to push too hard and break it apart. Then you're going to place your plantains back into the oil until they become light golden brown. Then remove from oil, place onto a paper towel lined plate, and sprinkle with adobo and garlic powder to season.
Okay, so for our mayo ketchup, it's super simple. I'm going to be using about 1/4 cup of vegan mayo and like 2 tablespoons of ketchup. And then I'm eyeballing it, but I'm doing about 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And mix that all up. And that is our mayo ketchup with garlic powder.
Now you assemble with the plantain, then you put the jackfruit on top, and then lettuce, tomato, avocado, cilantro, and you spread mayo ketchup on the top plantain.
Selfie taste test time. I can barely even hold it in one hand. It's so, oh my goodness. So it took a couple more bites for me to come up with a word and a little ketchup. The word is phenomenal. These are phenomenal. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and click on one of these videos to continue watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.